What is up, Keyna crew? It's your boy Keyna, aka Franklin, and I'm back at it again. Where you guys loved the last video of the Keyna Great Debate video, and I also loved it. And we're here to make a part 2 of it. So, without any further ado, let's head into it. Pew. So yeah, guys, this is the next topic of the debate, and apparently it says animal rights are just as important as human rights. I mean, yeah, I feel like, yeah, that is a great point, and it should be. So let's see what their debate is about.
Animal rights are just as important as human rights.
It's strange for us to think that humans are somehow superior to non-human animals. We don't question whether non-human animals can see. We don't question whether they can hear. But for some reason, we question whether they are sentient, whether they feel pain, and we question.
I think to remember some of these people, like in the last video, I must name all of them. So I don't know what name I'll give her and this guy so far. But remember, we still, if you remember, the other red dressed girl, I think we called her Avatar Girl. Yeah, Avatar Girl. But yeah, as we go, we'll come up with good names for them.
Those things because it's convenient for us, because it fits our narrative and it allows these corporations to profit off of their existence, or individuals to profit off of their existence. And I don't view animals as any different than humans. I think that we're all morally equal. And, some of my best friends are non-human animals. I run an animal sanctuary, Happy Hen Animal Sanctuary, and I've saved over 1,000 animals. And every single one of them is an individual. They have big personalities and they love to explore, and they all have different favorite foods. One of the chickens who I've rescued, who came from a factory farm, he kind of imprinted on me as a baby, and he was terrified to be left alone. And even if I left him with someone else, he would cry. He just wanted to be with me all the time. He would follow me everywhere. His name is Glenn. And
I mean, guys, like with the chicken part, I mean, I've seen like people like roosters also. Like lots of people have chickens and roosters as pets. But then, I don't know, aren't they like one of the main animals to be eaten? Like there are some animals you should eat and some animals you shouldn't eat. So like, obviously, like I said, dogs are not the animals you should eat. I mean, like cats, yes, shouldn't eat. Yeah, animals like that. But chickens, they fall under the food chain. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, but let's see. I don't know. Tell me down below if you think chickens are meant to be eaten or not. But I personally feel like they're meant to be eaten. I don't know.
Can't look at Glenn and love him any less than I love my human family, even though he's a chicken. And a lot of people think that's ridiculous. But I think a huge part of the issue is that so many of us humans, we've distanced ourselves so much from non-human animals, and we need to reconnect with them and remind ourselves of their individuality and how important their lives are.
I definitely agree with a lot of the sentiments that you had there. Where I come from is, when I approach at least veganism, ideologically, I do agree with the standpoint of respecting an animal's right.
To be honest, even this guy, even in the last video, I've noticed him. I don't know if he's both on the vegan and the meat side, but obviously he's on the meat side. But I feel like he supports both sides. Like he'll all the time say, I agree with you, I agree with you. But anyway, yeah, that's usually how debates sometimes usually work. Like you should also see your opponent's point of view, like POV, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I guess he's doing it right.
It's an individual, and I kind of make that same connection when it comes to hunting as well. And so, especially, you utilize like all.
Yeah, you don't take more than what you need. You use as much as you absolutely possibly can, and you do pay your respect.
And so that's to the extent that I view it, at least to what it was.
I want to jump into and say that killing is in no way showing respect. When you kill an animal, it is not a way to pay your respects. I mean, I often think, how would I feel if I was suddenly taken away from my family and all I know, my life is taken from me?
It's not a matter of disrespect. It's a matter of heritage. As I'm sure as you guys can relate to in some aspects, when you're raised a certain way, you continue that. If it works for you, you're healthy doing it, it's going to be what you continue to do. And I'm passing that on to my kids. They're going to pass it on to their kids. I've been out in the woods learning my trade and learning how to take care of the environment at the same time since I was 3 years old. It's not something that I take lightly. I'm out there because I do love the animals. I'm not out there I'm going to kill something. If you could go sit and count.
I mean, I don't know. Or maybe I don't know like too much about this animal hunting thing. But is it legal or illegal? Because like, I don't know if also, but I feel like it is illegal to have a gun or some type of weapon like that. So I don't know if you have that type of weapon and then you go out hunting animals. Or maybe there's like a zone, like a free zone where they say, okay, you can hunt the specific types of animals. But then what if, like, apparently, because I've heard there is a sport about hunting animals. I don't know. Comment down below what's the name of that sport. But yeah, there is a sport where you hunt animals. But then thing is, I don't know. Once you hunt down, like, because obviously, it's a sport, you obviously gonna like kill about maybe 20 rabbits or 30. I don't know. Do you get to eat those rabbits? Because obviously you can't let them go to waste. Do you take them home, keep them? I don't know how it works. Just comment down below if you know more about it so I can see. Yeah.
How many times I go out in the field and just sit there and look around and enjoy nature. And eventually, yeah, I might get to harvest my buck for the year.
I mean, I appreciate that that's not what it's about for you, but even like the way you're speaking about these animals, that you're going to harvest them, shows to me that there's some sort of disconnect there, that you're not,
No, it's not a disconnect
acknowledging
at all.
them as the individuals that they
No,
are.
it's not just.
Wait, guys. Sorry, I might be going off topic. But you see this guy? Is his shirt like stained? Like, do you see here? Over here? Yeah. Over there. Does he have like a shirt stain? I don't know why it's catching my eye a bit. Yeah. It's kind of catching my eye.
At all. Every animal you look at is completely unique, and it's really cool. It's amazing.
And this guy's mustache, yeah, I like how he curled it. I wonder if I can one day do that, yeah.
But at the same time, there's a food chain. If we're out in Africa and come on a pride of lions, you think they're not going to eat your ass?
But I assume you hunt with a gun.
I hunt with a gun, a bow, camera, my eyes, whatever. I need to.
But you have weapons, and you use those weapons to kill the animal, right?
Ultimately, yeah.
Like when you're talking about this supposedly natural food chain, like lions don't have weapons.
Yeah, they do. They've got a bunch of them on the end of their
Sure,
fingers.
it's their body. You know, we're not going out sinking our teeth into the throats of animals and ripping.
If we could, we would,
their
though.
throats out.
But we can't, so it's not really the food
I can't
chain
fly
any
either.
longer.
Should I not get on that?
And let's remember,
Well, no, because my question is, if a gun wasn't given to you as a child, would you have invented that piece of technology yourself? If not, I don't believe you have the right to use it because it's no longer the natural food
Do you
chain.
know how to make shoes?
What?
Do you know how to make shoes?
This isn't taking the life of somebody
It doesn't
else.
matter.
And I'm not, this has nothing to do with the food chain.
You don't have the right to wear shoes if you don't know how to make them. How does that sound?
food chain is such an obsolete and outdated term in today's society. Can a lion go to the grocery store to purchase their dinner? No.
Exactly.
I think a huge
Yes.
difference between, whether or not you have the right to use something like shoes is, in theory, ideally shoes are made by someone who's consenting to make them.
And
Obviously,
so-
that's not always what happens, but
The bug you stepped on the way in here wasn't.
No, I'm
consenting
very
to
careful
be-
not to step on
We're
that.
That's
talking
not
about
also-
conscious choices we make in our everyday life.
Okay.
Doing the best we
To
can.
be honest, I wonder. It feels like they're gonna throw hands. Personally, I don't know why. It looks like they're gonna throw hands. But then, to be honest with you guys, at the end of the day, they are all spitting facts. It's just that they just don't agree. At the end of the day, they just don't agree on yes, eat animals. No, don't eat animals. I personally just say balance it out. Just say don't eat dogs, eat fish, don't eat cats, eat chickens. I don't know, but I just want to personally just think, just balance it out. Personally, I don't know.
And to help respect and uphold animals' lives. And you have other options available. You don't have to take an animal's life, but you choose to.
Well,
and that's
should
what
I
we're
feel
talking
upset
to you
because
about.
you guys are eating my food's food?
Oh, there's Avatar girl. Yo, I was wondering, there she is standing over there. I was wondering, hey, is she out of the series or something? Oh, so she's just not part of the debate.
Most of the animals that are consumed by humanity, they don't even eat other animals. They eat nutrition from the ground, and so or they get fed soy or what have you. And so it's like we're making this distinction that we have to eat them, but we're basically eating the middleman in order to get the nutrients that we need from the ground that the animal is getting anyway.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I get it. But at the same time, just being on a plant-based diet is not going to work for me. I can tell you, I don't need to try it. I'm not going to try it. But I completely respect you guys for doing what you do. That's fine. I always come by the motto, live and let live. I really don't care. You guys do your thing, I'll do my thing, and we're good, you know?
But you're not living
Live is
in
ironic when you're killing.
I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about,
You just said it. It doesn't just extend to
No.
humans. That's
I'm
human
talking about you
supremacy.
four individuals right here, right now. I'm not talking about Bambi. I'm not talking about Baloo the bear over there at Disneyland. I'm talking about you guys right.
Alright, guys, I think this guy he finishes me. But then I think I also came up with a good nickname for him. We call him Mustachio Man. Yeah, Mustachio Man, because of his mustache. And Stain Boy. Yeah, Mustachio Man and the Stain Boy next to him. We'll call him Staino Boy. Yeah, Staino Boy. Let's see.
But what's the difference between letting me live and letting a non-human animal live? Like, I don't think that it would be any more wrong for you to kill me right now than it would be for you to go and kill a chicken right now. I think that would be morally
And
equivalent.
that's your point of view, and that's fine. You're allowed to feel that way.
All right, can we have the disagree a step forward?
If we're thinking about
Avatar
animals'
girl.
rights being equal to that
Avatar girl in the house.
of humans' rights, I feel like that is us not really valuing our own lives. If we see ourselves as equal to that of the ant on the floor, or like an animal where another animal is going to eat that animal, like you don't see animals who miraculously become vegan. And I think that, you know, when you see yourself at this subhuman level, you don't really value yourself. And I think when it comes down to it, if it comes, there's an animal in here trying to attack all of you, I would value each and every one of your lives over that animal. And so I think when it comes to our rights, I just don't see us at the same level as animals. I would choose the human life over the animal.
So if someone was attacking all of us in here with a gun, would you jump in and be like, yo, shoot me? Or would you try to protect yourself?
I value my life as a human. I value your lives as humans. You know, of course I'm going to maybe look after myself in that specific scenario, but when it comes to an animal where we are at the top of the food chain, we have that strength, that responsibility.
I mean, like, that's true, guys. Like, I mean, I get what this guy's also saying, but then that's also kind of true. Like, if you're with your family and then you see, like, I don't know, apparently it also happens either in the UK or I don't know, somewhere there in the UK. Like, you could just, like, be in a house and then an animal like a, I don't know, wolf or mountain lions could, like, just break into your house, and then you have to obviously protect yourself and your family. So you can't just, like, say, oh no, yeah, there's an animal here, I gotta protect myself. Obviously you're gonna protect some of the people around you, but then, like, in the case of what this guy is saying, if you're with some, like, strangers and then a guy comes in, oh everyone, I'm gonna take you all out, obviously you're gonna protect yourself, because, like, in that scenario, both scenarios are different with the animals and with the humans. Like, both scenarios are different, so I kind of get both their arguments here, but yeah, I don't know.
We have that power to take more control over the situation. I would choose the humans over the animal, for sure. Like, would you just allow the animal to attack all the humans?
You're talking about humans as if we're like morally superior to non-human animals.
Well, we have a higher consciousness.
Do we?
We're able to make long-term decisions.
wondering-
But we're the ones who have factory farms. We're the ones who've committed atrocities throughout history.
Which,
Humans
is
have done that.
unethical, and like, we don't have to do that. I think
I'm just saying that we're not more capable of making the right choice than non-human animals. Looking at our track record, I don't think that that's true, and I don't think saying that we're not primal is a fair argument.
There's humans that sexually assault other humans. There's humans that commit horrible hate crimes against other humans. There's humans that murder other humans. And I think that's a strong testament to the fact that we are no less primal than other animals. You just aren't integrated into their society or culture to understand the reason they interact with each other the way that they do.
Well, so like when animals eat other animals, is that cruel or is that just part
They
of
don't
nature?
have the option to go to the grocery store and not eat each other.
Because that's their way of life. That's why
Yeah,
animals.
this isn't our way of life. You have another choice. Your way of life could be either way, and you're choosing the immoral way.
So I'd love to chime in. So I was vegan for 6 years, carnivore for 6 years. That day when I ate
To
animal.
be honest, I don't know how many times this girl is gonna sing it to us. I've been vegan. I think I could even count. I think she said it about 5 to 4 times. I don't know, guys. Keep track for me how many times she says she's a vegan.
Foods for the first time after being so integrated in the vegan community. Absolutely, I felt shame. I felt guilt. I felt so bad. And I was like, do I really have to do this? But I had to be realistic because I literally was dying. I just felt so bad. My health was just not supported by eating only plants. So I would love to bring it back to health. If it is at a cost of a human's health and they are literally deteriorating, they're dying, does that mean they have to still fight for animals to the last day that they live just for the animals and just neglect their health, neglect their fertility, neglect their availability to have their own family? So I want to talk about how we can heal humanity first before we talk about how to protect every single animal life. And back to, is an animal's life just as valuable as a human? Yes, but for me, up until when the human has to die for that animal or suffer with their health just to protect that animal.
I guess I'm confused how your answer is that animals are equivalent to humans then. And I would love to hear like kind of more about why you agree with the original prompt.
So like Anne said, vote with your dollar. Just buy meat from regenerative farms.
But that's
Go
still
visit
taking an
these
animal's
farms.
life.
Yeah, we're not in this for the climate. We're in it because, for me personally.
Good for you. I'm so happy
Right.
that you're in it for
No,
that.
I'm saying I'm not going to buy meat from a regenerative farm because it's still an individual's life taken away.
That's
so
okay.
to
That's
use
your
that,
choice.
That's your
right.
Where does the line end where it's like human lives matter, animals' lives matter, like do plants' lives matter? Like do their lives matter too to you guys, or is it just animals, or like is it all living things?
I think Avatar Girl is kind of angry now because, like, how can, like, we talk about plants? Okay, technically plants are living things if you think about it and, like, you hit the books. Plants are actually living organisms, but not in the same sense as animals and humans. So, hi, guys, okay, fine, I can't say let the plants go, because obviously, remember, plants, trees provide oxygen for us, yeah? So, yeah, guys, just balance it out, leave the argument, just balance everything out, yeah? Just use balance as the motto. Don't overdo, don't underdo, don't, just keep it mid, just keep it mid, personally.
On Earth, or is it just one specific group?
So I think plants matter, and I think we should try to cause them
So
as
should
little
we
harm
not
as
eat
possible.
plants?
Yeah, plants feel pain too. So if you really care about animals not feeling
don't
pain, then why are you
Your
Your
flower has a
argument.
central nervous system. I don't
It's
think
not-
your garden has a
absolutely
central
not the
nervous
same way they don't
system.
have a brain, but they still
Nervous
feel the
system.
pain.
They react.
The vegan people are cooked big time. They are cooked.
It's
They
the
rely on
same-
their
same
environment,
argument there.
but they're not being taken away
May I
from
ask,
their family.
in
and
your
brutally
vegan diet, what
slaughtered.
foods do you eat in a
plants do
typical
have
day?
families.
What do you eat in a typical day?
I would say I eat the same foods you do, but the plant-based alternative.
So like fake.
There's no
Burger
reason
patties.
that you can't be getting nutrients.
Are you
from
eating
plant-derived
vegetables,
sources.
fruits, or mock meats? Like what?
All of it.
All of okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that to monocrop and factory grow your plants, so many rodents, so many insects, bugs are being killed?
Did you know how
So
much
if you really
plant
care-
and crop growth
so
goes
if you
into
really care, then
feeding
why
the
don't you fight for
livestock,
them?
the livestock
What do
that
you
you're
think your cows are
consuming?
that is nourishing the animals that you're trying
But
to
eating
save?
animals wastes
Yeah, guys. People are gonna be throwing hands soon. Sooner or later, mark my words, people are gonna be throwing hands. You're not gonna lie.
It kills so many more plants.
Yeah, Keyna crew, that's it for the video. Comment down below if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't yet liked and subscribed, do yourself a favor and like and subscribe. And until next time, Keyna crew, we are out.